Full field of 10. 3-year-old trotters lined up for the 8th race, the 83rd Hambletonian for 2008, $1.5 million. Jody Jamieson drives the 8th Clerk Magistrate. And the current favorite, Deweycheatumnhowe, undefeated. Here they come. And they're off and trotting, pine after pine, showing speed. Big Apple Deli, the favorite, Deweycheatumnhowe, steps out there sharply, protecting that rail position. Deweycheatumnhowe and pine after pine on the outside. Pierce will challenge around the first turn. Crazed gets away well. Crazed on the inside now assumes that second position, leaving pine after pine parked out 4th there. And Big Apple Deli keeps pine after pine out there, and he's off stride. Pine after pine, Velocity Hall now 4th past the opening quarter. Atomic Hall is 5th. First quarter was wicked, 26 4/5 down the backstretch. Clerk Magistrate underway 6th on the outside, followed by Cajun Cooker towards the rail. Then it's Celebrity Secret getting underway. 2-3 lengths to make it happen after the break. Pine after pine is the trailer, and it's Deweycheatumnhowe leading the way here with Ray Schnitker trying to tap the brakes and ration out the speed. Velocity Hall, big long shot with Dave Miller up to challenge in the second. Crazed is now locked in the box 3rd. The half was a rated 55 seconds as Clerk Magistrate and Jody Jamieson are working out a second over and hoping that cover advances. Velocity Hall struggling first over, but still second there. Big Apple Deli is locked in 5th as they round the far turn. Celebrity Secret and Sears 3rd over, 6th approaching 3/4. Atomic Hall buried on the rail. Then it's Make It Happen, followed by Cajun Cooker and Pine after Pine. It's Deweycheatumnhowe, and the ball's in his court. 1:23 2, and they turn home in the Hambletonian, and they come after Deweycheatumnhowe by 2 lengths. Crazed in that pocket spot, needs to shake loose. Off cover, Clerk Magistrate taking dead aim for the upset, and out with a whip is Ray Schnitker. Deweycheatumnhowe, here comes Crazed and Tim Tetrick on the outside to test the champion to the wire. Dewey needs the wire. Deweycheatumnhowe, Crazed on the outside. Dewey does it! Devastating Dewey, undefeated, 152 over Crazed, Make It Happen, and Celebrity Secret. Deweycheatumnhowe by 2 lengths. Crazed in that pocket spot, needs to shake loose. Off cover, Clerk Magistrate taking dead aim for the upset, and out with a whip is Ray Schnitker. Deweycheatumnhowe, here comes Crazed and Tim Tetrick on the outside to test the champion to the wire. Dewey needs the wire. Deweycheatumnhowe, Crazed on the outside. Dewey does it! Devastating Dewey, undefeated, 152 over Crazed, Make It Happen, and so. One of the biggest favorites in Hambletonian history remains undefeated. The first undefeated Hambletonian champion, 15 in a row. And for Ray Schnitker, it all started with the millionaire free-for-all pacer Covert Action. And we fast forward to 2008 and the Hambletonian winner's circle for Rockin' Ray Schnitker.
Jim Simpson to present the Breeders' Award. Okay, we'll see if we can find Jim and continue on with that mass chaos down here in the Hambletonian Winner's Circle right now. Ted Gewirtz, come on over here, Ted, for just a second. You've been here before. Is this one a little sweeter than the others?
They're all sweet, but this is great. This is the industry's horse. You know, half of him has been syndicated. They did a wonderful, wonderful job, and you can see how popular he is, and he just has a wonderful personality. He's a calm horse. Nothing bothers him. And you saw all week swimming and everything. I hope he captures the imagination beyond the industry, because it's really a great thing.
And to be undefeated nowadays where every horse is so fast and trip usually makes all the difference really speaks volumes for Ray Schnitker, who is pointed for this race right from the get-go. He said right up until last week, this horse isn't tight yet. We're waiting for the first Saturday in August.
Well, I think he's been pretty tight the last few weeks, but I don't think the conditions here was really conducive to, setting a record. I thought the track was a little heavy. And had he been able to sit behind someone, I know he could have gone faster, but it is a lifetime mark, and You know, I'm secretly hoping he'll break 150. He'll be the first horse to break 150.
Now, when you were watching the stretch drive, Crazed had the ideal perfect trip in behind you. When he popped out there, were you worried at all?
Yes. Unlike Frank, I'm a realist. So I've seen too many races. I've seen the best horse lose. And the second best horse was sitting right behind us. And that horse has quick speed, and he's a good closer. So, yes. But, you know, 16th of a mile to go, I thought we'd hold on. I've never seen Dewey get the whip. So that, you know, caused me concern, obviously.
Well, $1.5 million, that's a good reason to go to the whip there, too. That's a big payday.
Well, you have to win. So whatever it takes to win within the rules, that's the important thing.
Well, congratulations, Ted Gewirtz. I'm sure you'll be celebrating tonight, and everybody connected with Deweycheatumnhowe. The third time is the charm once again.
I see Per Ericsson's here. My first giant victory 17 years ago. And John won the Oaks, so we have the trifecta with Ray.
It's been a great day for Ted Gewirtz, and it's been a great day for harness racing as well, as Deweycheatumnhowe wins the Hambletonian. Let's see if we can get Ray Schnitker over here. I'm sure Ray will be here momentarily. Meg Levitt is here of Walnut Hall, and Meg, you got to be just tickled to death, not only with the win, but with the future stallion career for Dewey as well.
Well, of course I am, and I'm very tickled that that Ray and Dewey have been such a wonderful representative of the sport, because I think this, up to the Hambletonian going in, I think they have been such class acts, and I think they've generated a lot of excitement and a lot of love for the sport.
Okay, well, let's start with the Oaks, and we've made her a fan of racing as well. You've seen a super equine athlete win the Hambletonian today.
Wow, that was incredible. I'm really excited for Dewey, and it was an incredible race. Won from start to finish. It was awesome to watch.
But you kind of knew he'd be fit because he swims just like you, right? So he had the advantage.
That's right, the ultimate training, swimming.
All right, guys, well, let's hoist the trophy up and present it to Ted Gewirtz, who will represent the ownership group here, just the Silver Revere Bowl here, signifying the Hambletonian presentation. And Ted, again, this has got to be a tremendous thrill.
It's wonderful.
We'll see if we can get Ray Schnitker in here momentarily. I'm sure the media is mobbing Ray. Ray Schnitker has just arrived on the scene here. Ray, my friend, you did it. Tell us what you were thinking through the stretch drive there.
I was just hoping that, like, I thought he was a very tough horse. I thought he'd be hard to get by, and he was hard to get by.
Well, Crazed is a horse that you actually trained a couple times for Frankie Antonacci. You've helped him out, you've seen him develop, and you know that he's a quick horse, especially with that type of trip. What were you thinking going down the backstretch, rating the second quarter?
Well, I was trying to just back in Dave as much as I could, and I knew he didn't have that much stock, and I was just trying to keep Crazed from, getting him, having a fresh shot at me, keep him in as long as I could.
And it looked like you did use Dave Miller as a pick to just kind of block, and you kept Crazed locked in till the top of the stretch. Now, when did you push the pedal and say go?
About a quarter of the way down the lane, we were trying all we could go.
And you actually went to the whip for the first time I can remember.
Yeah, I might have got a little excited.
I guess I'd get a little excited too with the Hambletonian. Is this has got to be the greatest day in your life, obviously, especially to celebrate with the owners that are such close friends of yours.
Had a lot of great partners and a lot of owners that aren't here right now, but they were great people, and it's super. I think I had a lot of people pulling for me, and a lot of people were wishing me luck. Drivers, even race secretary and judges. It was really surprising.
Well, you have been so good with the media all week long. I know NBC came up and you let Donna Barton Brothers ride Deweycheatumnhowe. You did the pool thing, jogging him up and down for about 4 hours on the strip. You deserve a big hand from everybody here for what you've done for the media and for the sport with Deweycheatumnhowe. And we've got to ask you, what's next on the agenda?
Probably the World Trotting Derby. That's probably the next shot, and then up to Canada, and then Kentucky.
And the Breeders' Crown here in the fall, of course.
Yep, if he's still sound, he's going to go.
Well, he's never had any soundness problems so far, and the way he looked today, you're rolling right along. Rockin' Ray Schnitker, ladies and gentlemen, has won the Hambletonian with Deweycheatumnhowe.